show, the fast 5 things you need to know. We'll start your day off swirly, it's the toast. I sound amazing.
Welcome back to the toast and happy Friday, or as us cool kids say, Friday.
The coolest. Only the coolest people could say something like that.
And only somebody so creative, thoughtful, and original could even come up with a word like Friday.
Because it's like Friday, but we're excited, so we say
yay. Yeah, exactly.
It's very complex stuff.
I know I seem joyful because that's just who I am at my core.
What's
and actually,
going on beneath the surface, Turtaloo?
My sponsored athletes lost last night. Not to make everything about me, but I was obviously crushed. They fought to the very end. They played amazing. This is just the beginning of an illustrious tennis career, but I'm more so sad because I was really looking forward to every night this week. I've just gotten in bed and watched their match and been so invested in something and then gotten everybody else excited about it. So I'm just sad that I don't have anything to watch tonight, you know?
Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. The Spritz boys went further than anybody thought that they
expected,
would, except for us, because we believe in our athletes.
Young
and we
talent.
believe in the power of Spritz, and we just knew that they would excel. That's why we chose them. We saw something in them that other sponsors didn't.
Correct.
And it was a moment in time, and it was beautiful. And I think there's great things on the horizon for the Spritz boys. And if we don't have these moments of being
challenge and strife,
and not winning, the wins are going to be so much sweeter when they come.
1,000%. That's really beautiful. So thanks to everybody who went on the journey with us. Of course, thanks to the Spritz boys for just playing their asses off. And we'll see you again next year. Honestly, we'll see you at Wimbledon. I think maybe Spritz needs to sponsor a trip where we go to Wimbledon.
I think so. That feels right.
Or the Australian Open. Even though Spritz is such a small company, no offense, they would have us flying coach and staying in a hostel. Just based on budgets. So I think it's gonna have to be a self-funded trip.
We'll fly ourselves. Thanks. Thanks, Spritz. I love your cake, Spritz.
So today is Friday. Oh, sorry, Friday. And even though it was a tough loss last night, I'm obviously just excited to be back on the horn with my girls. I had such an exciting morning. I guess Emily Oster heard us talking about her on the toast yesterday, and she posted about us on her Instagram, which is just huge, for any, moms who follow her who don't know about the toast. They're about to find the most amazing podcast. That was just exciting to be seen by someone. But she tagged me in an Instagram story, and that means that I can ask Emily Oster anything. I'm sure she's gonna block me, but I have open DMs with Emily Oster. If you guys have you ever, many times I've actually thought to myself, I wonder what Emily Oster thinks. Yeah. And now I don't have to wonder. So if you guys need any pressing issues to get to Emily, DM me. I can get them to Emily.
You should have a monthly segment with her. But the lines of communication have been open for a while. I was on her podcast. Do you know that? She has a podcast and I was on it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I'm sure they would love to have you on it. You'll be probably getting
we would literally talk about Ozempic the entire time.
And you should just, ask her 20 questions.
Yeah, I should. I have so many questions.
Like Dr. Fox, we were invited to her book launch party. I think she's surrounded by swirlies in her midst. I know she's a busy working mother, so I don't know how much time she listens to the toast. But the people around her keep her abreast of.
No, I know. If I wanted to get to her before this, I could have. But now I seriously have open lines of communication.
Yeah, no, I think she will love to fire off some answers to you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
I'm older. It is pretty sweet. So that was an exciting thing. It's also Friday. It's our first Queenie and Weenie back. And I'm just so excited. For those who don't remember, every Friday, Jackie and I cap off the week with my personal favorite segment. It is the best time of my week. How the DTQ feels about Dear Toasters is what are we calling the Queenie and Weenie stands?
Claudia.
Fair. I absolutely love Queenie and Weenie. It is when I get to be, I either get to gas someone up, and sometimes if I want to get someone's attention, I'll make them Queenie, and they'll be oh, they'll text me. I'm great, I haven't heard from you. And then if I hate someone and I want to really clown on them, I make them Weenie. It's just a really honestly cathartic way for me to end the week, and I think people really enjoy it.
And I think it's a good way for us to look at the week at a glance, which is something that we love to do, and I feel we can't go into another week without looking back at the past week.
That's absolutely beautiful. It's true. It's how we, for lack of a better word, close the chapter.
In summation.
In conclusion, okay, was this a unique experience, or whenever you wrote a paper in high school, every paragraph, every final paragraph ended with Started with in conclusion.
Yeah, the conclusion starts with in conclusion.
In conclusion, I think this book sucked. That's literally all my papers.
It's like it's a never.
It was a
miss.
waste of my time.
There's a better way to say it, but like the professor will understand what you're trying to do here when you start out with that.
Right. It was like introduction, like side A, side B, conclusion. Like it's like the classic 4-paragraph essay.
Wow, that's really rudimentary.
It is. Like, do you remember learning like the building blocks of an essay like that?
Of course. But I feel like there was always like 3 middle paragraphs.
Well, okay. So then actually at NYU, there's this introductory course that every student has to take, no matter if you're pre-med, whatever. Like it's called writing the essay. And it's like really small, like 6-person classes where you learn like really how to write the perfect essay. It is the most miserable experience on the planet. And I actually I haven't retained like one piece of information that I learned from that class, but I did retain like what I learned in high school. Introduction, argument A, argument B, conclusion.
Maybe argument C, Claudia's argument.
Oh, well, if you want to get like crazy, sure. But like to me, it's the 4-paragraph building blocks that like really stuck with me. It's crazy what you learned in school that actually sticks with you.
Yeah, an outline. Like that's
an outline. Yes.
I love an outline.
You do. I feel like you're always making outlines for the redheads.
I am always making outlines for the redheads, which, by the way, redheads went up yesterday. Like things we did, got the episode out on time.
Things I just did seamlessly integrate a promotional moment for the redheads.
And I really want to know what people thought about the episode in the book. So if you could drop a comment on the redheads if you like did the homework, please let me know, because like I'm like out here standing here alone being like, I hated this book. And everyone else is like, it's so amazing. It's so beautiful. Like I seriously hated it. And I just know that you would hate it more than me.
So as a natural born hater, I relate entirely to the experience that that's like seriously my lived experience. I'm always like, wait, what are we talking about? This is the most disgusting piece of shit I've ever seen. And everybody's like, it's amazing. That's how I felt. Spoiler alert, not spoiler alert, a trigger warning about the Barbie movie. Not that it was a piece of shit. I was just like, I'm not seeing what you guys are seeing. And that happens to me a lot. So I relate to you, and I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. But you will find somebody who hates it just as much, if not more than you. And I can tell you it's the most amazing experience.
Yeah, so just come out of the woodwork. Like, let me know what you think. And I don't go into reading a book wanting to dislike it. Like, I've given you my time, my energy, my heart.
My heart, you bitch.
Like, and it took me a while into this book to be like, I really don't like this.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I miss Eden Sassoon.
I don't.
She was so crazy.
I'm finally all caught up on Real Home. I was shocked when the episodes ended and they wanted to play Real Housewives of Orange County for me.
It's still mid-season though, so like you're just gonna keep up with it.
Yeah, now I'm
episodically.
just like abreast. Seville trip has ended. These women are so crazy. They literally cannot go 3 minutes without fighting. But it makes for such good TV because it's like constantly changing dynamics.
But it's like real fighting. I find like with certain franchises when you can tell they're just like trying really hard. Like that happens a lot in Salt Lake City, and why I stopped watching it is like literally one day you're best friends with someone and the next day like you're arch nemesis. It doesn't make sense. Like it's not a human way to live.
It's like this is a group of people that would never ever choose to be together, especially go on a trip, like outside of this show. Like the way that they speak like offends each other with every breath they take. They're just all so different. So it's like just so interesting to watch. They can't get along because they like are speaking literally different languages. Like when Adriana called Kiki, Kiki like called Adriana out for something that she literally did. And Adriana goes, why do you have to be so ratchet? And Kiki was like, what? Like, why would you call me ratchet? Like, she was so offended.
And by the way, I kind of agree with Kiki. Kiki is not ratchet.
No, and Kiki literally just told the table what Adriana just did. Like, that's it. Cut to the next day, Adriana's like talking about the situation, and it's becoming clear that the word that she thinks that she said is wretched. But her accent is so thick that it sounds like ratchet.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Because she was like shocked by everyone's reaction. She's like, it's just wretched. Like, what's a big deal?
That's hysterical.
No, they're literally speaking different languages. It's so funny.
Well, that's Miami. It's like a real melting pot of tostadas from all different parts of the world.
It's true. Lisa's Canadian.
There is a trending sound on TikTok right now from the Real Housewives of Miami. It's Alexia. Me apologize? Ay, por favor. You're crazy. I cannot stop saying it. Ay, por favor. I really need to like add that into my vernacular. Sometimes I'll like throw a little Spanish in there, like, you know, pero like why? And now I'm going to be like, ay, por favor.
Okay, add it.
Yeah, I should have studied abroad in Madrid. Speaking of study abroad, I'm still like slugging through the very last episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty. She like went to Paris to study abroad and she shows up at the school and they're like, you literally don't go here. It is the worst show on the planet. Like I need all the characters. I need there to be like a natural disaster where like everything gets wiped out and I don't have to see any of these people ever again.
And Shayla survives.
Oh yeah, sorry. The lone survivor is Shayla.
No, I think like
and Steven. So they repopulate the earth. Also, we talk a lot about Shayla and Steven, and I don't think we really ever talk about the fact that they are dating in real life, the actors.
I think I've known that somewhere, but I just assume they've broken up. Mm-hmm. But no, they're still together. They were at US Open together, which makes it even more criminal that they kicked her off the show because like there's a real love connection between Steven and the actress of Shayla.
It's like Edward and Bella.
Right. And like, why did you take that from us? Like, I seriously, like, I want like, answers and accountability. It made no sense. She was such a good character.
Or maybe just like a Shayla spinoff.
I would love that. She was fabulous.
She's so rich.
She's so fabulous.
Oh, speaking of very wealthy Asians, I know you don't know. Do you know who Becca Bloom is?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, you've talked about her. And then she's not on Instagram. She doesn't come up for me, but like I've seen a couple things.
She got married over the weekend in Italy.
Okay.
Sick.
Mazel tov.
For those who don't know, she is like literally real life Crazy Rich Asians. She lives in San Francisco. She started sharing her life on TikTok, just like her jewelry and her shoes, and she wears like $250,000 necklaces to work. Like it's insane. It's a level of wealth we've never seen before. And she got married over the weekend. Real party. It's just like it's their intimate wedding. I believe they're having like a big bang out wedding, more traditionally Chinese. This was just their like 60 close friends at a villa in Italy. Wearing Oscar de la Renta haute couture. Yeah, it was sick. The chairs at her wedding were Van Cleef. Sick.
And then where did they go? Like, were they rentals?
The chairs?
Yeah.
I don't know who sits on them next. I assume they were rentals, but I don't know when you're so rich, like maybe you just bought them.
Maybe, but then what are you going to do with them? Unless you have like a big 60-person dining table in your ballroom that you need.
I bet she does.
Okay, good.
Okay, she was also sharing their house hunting journey. They live in, what's like the wealthiest neighborhood in San Francisco? It's like Palo Alto, like that one.
Palo Alto.
Because they're like, tech in the tech space. And she was like sharing her house hunting journey. She shared some videos. Like she's looking at like, seriously, it's insane. It's just her and her fiance. They're looking at like $50 million houses. It's the craziest thing. I highly recommend. And it's funny because the internet like hates rich people, right? Like once you become wealthy and unrelatable, like people start hating you. But the general consensus on Becca Bloom is like, she rich is right, and like they love her, like love. And when they say eat the rich, we're not talking about Becca Bloom. That's what TikTok says. And it's just been interesting to see how she gets away with being rich when like other richies haven't been so lucky.
Ooh, I believe they call that selective outrage.
That is, yes. So she's safe. She's been marked safe from the ire of the internet. But I just know it's been too pargy for Becca Bloom. Like something's going to happen. Everybody loves her.
Yeah.
And I believe it was the great John Mulaney who once said, likability is a prison.
What did he say?
He said, likability is a prison and I have a chin implant. That's what he said.
Do you notice Bruno's
anything else
here 4 days in a row working?
I did. I thought you were going to say, did you know it was Bruno's birthday? I didn't. How old is Bruno?
Bruno was 5. We celebrated his birthday in the Hamptons. His birthday's the day after Charlie's.
Got it, of course.
We do like a joint birthday.
Cool.
Yeah, and he's looking more handsome than ever. A couple of people have commented on his weight loss. His groomer said to me, she said, has Bruno been eating?
Oh my God, no, you told him that he's drinking hot water with lemon because he's anorexic.
I was like, no, he's on a weight loss journey. Like, it's a whole thing. Thank you for noticing. He's as hungry as ever. Don't worry. Because she thought he was sick. Like, she was like, does he eat his food? I'm like, he eats.
He's giving terminal chic.
He eats everything.
Now, I don't want to start a fight.
Okay.
But like, are you going to apologize to me?
I'm not going to apologize. I know what happened with Bruno's weight. And when you started sounding the alarm, he had not gained weight yet. We weighed him.
I just want to say, for like a year, I said, this dog is fucking huge. Every time I would come, I haven't seen him for like weeks or months. I would notice more significantly than you. And you would like weigh him and you would be like, no, he weighs the same. And maybe that's true, but now he's on a weight loss journey.
One time I weighed him.
Now he's on a weight loss journey. How does that make sense?
No, one time I weighed him, he weighed the same. I didn't agree with you that he looked big. And then over the year, he was getting bigger. I literally got a gate in my house because I thought it was because he was getting the scraps of kids' food on the floor. Like I was with you. He was on the program. Turned out someone was overfeeding him.
I'm just saying he's on a weight loss journey looking better than ever. I'd been saying he was fat and everybody said I was being mean. Okay?
Well, the good news is that Bruno has his physique back.
And he's looking better than ever. And his fat phobic auntie
stunted on these toes.
Stepped in. And when I spent the summer with him, he was like really, I could tell. He was like, thank you.
Yeah, but the summer, again, was like, he had a big boy summer because there's a lot of people in the house. There's a lot of food to get. Like, he went off the program for a little bit. But that's okay. So did I.
We all had a big boy summer.
By the way, do you find I am eating like less than a quarter of the amount that I ate in the Hamptons? I'm eating nothing here.
I said to Ben yesterday, and this is why I could truly never live in a house. Because you eat more when you live in a house. I just know it. Like house versus apartment. With a house, like the kitchen, it's just the center of the home and everybody chills there. Like living in a house this summer, I couldn't. I was just saying this to someone, my friend Kristen. I said, I over the summer was eating a box of Oreo Thins. One box every 2 days. Like I kept placing an Instacart order for a new box. I haven't had an Oreo Thin since I got home. I'm so skinny.
No, every time I would walk past the kitchen, it was definitely like a 200 calorie intake, just like
pit stop,
paying the toll to get to the living room. But I actually disagree with your hypothesis because I'm in a house now and I'm not eating anything. Like first, it's a couple things. When we're together and when our family's together, like we're
celebrating.
We're eaters. Everyone wants to we gift food. Like food is our love.
We literally got a Carvel cake to celebrate Iris and Pepe.
Right. Like we would just be at a store and be like, oh, Kojus would love this. Like
right. Cinnamon buns for all.
We think of each other. Also, the Hamptons has such amazing food that everywhere you go, it's like it's a shame to not pick something up. It's a shame to not eat something.
True.
Especially when we're pregnant and we're eating with purpose. Like
it's true.
I'm going to nourish my baby with this cinnamon roll from Round Swamp Farm. Yes, I am.
Yeah. It was the right thing to do at the time.
There is no food in Florida. Like, there's no food here. I literally don't eat anything. And especially because I'm too tired to, really cook something like porridgey. I actually just started doing a sourdough loaf this morning because I'm not eating. Mm-hmm. I don't eat anything since I've been home.
Ben's been on his sourdough journey, since Sunday, and I have not seen a piece of bread. I know it's an art. I know it takes 7 days, but, let me tell you, so many dishes. There's, crusty sourdough on the floor, on the wall, all over these, jars. And I still haven't even seen a piece of bread. It's insane.
Yeah, he's doing starter from scratch, so that takes 5 days to mature. It's just really a shame that he didn't take some of my starter that was sitting with us for 2 months.
It's also a shame, you gave me starter
Last
2 years ago, and I kept it in my fridge. And then, maybe a month ago, I was like, it's time. It turned black.
Yeah, you could pour off the black.
I know.
Still, that's too long. But, literally, all he had to do was just, take some of mine from the Hamptons.
Feed it.
and it would have been ready to make the next day. But he's like, well, this way it's really from scratch. That's what he said. He's really proud of that. But the thing about starter, it's also about the history of the starter. My starter is a descendant of
Ballerina Farm.
Right. Who's is a descendant of Oregon Trail. My starter has 300 years of history.
Your starter has roots.
Yeah. So you actually don't want the freshest starter. It takes a long time to mature. It gets better and better with every feed. But I don't want to tell him that
beautiful.
He's excited, and I'm not trying.
No,
to
and
be negative.
This is the start. All trees need to be planted, right? Ruby will be able to tell his friends, this is my dad's starter.
Yeah, that's what he'll tell his friends. I pray that Ben does this long enough for Ruby to tell his friends that's my dad's starter.
And he's turning into toxic you because while he is on his sourdough journey, like I said, I've yet to see a piece of bread and I still need to eat. So I bought a loaf of sourdough from the grocery store and he was like, this crap. I'm like, okay, well, you haven't given me an alternative.
Yeah.
A girl's got to eat.
Was it real sourdough, 3 ingredients?
I don't know. It was from the Fairway Bakery. I feel yeah.
I just don't see them feeding their starter back there.
He was like, when I make sourdough, it won't have as many holes. I'm like, meanwhile, it was a delicious loaf. I made an amazing sandwich.
It was holy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Speaking of holy, I ended up on a Florida Georgia line, fan page who is just making edits, praying for their return. And obviously they're not making a return. But I saw somebody say something really interesting that just got me thinking about, country music at a glance. Mm-hmm. Florida Georgia Line walked so Morgan Wallen could run. And they do really have similar energies. We forget, but there was a 2-3 year period where Florida Georgia Line was not only making the biggest hits in country, like they were crossing over every time. Meant to Be, Cruise, Holy.
Yeah. I don't think it's so, it doesn't like scratch the itch in my head like it does for you. But
I thought it was a pretty good analogy.
I won't argue it. I'll allow it.
Oh my God, thank God.
I'll allow it. I don't have energy to argue it, but I don't feel the exact same way.
So just to circle back, I will not be receiving an apology
about Bruto
for being labeled like crazy fat phobic auntie.
I never labeled you anything.
What's with the word fat phobic? Like I'm afraid. No, I'm not afraid. You know, actually, I am afraid. I am. My personal journey is like I am afraid. I'm not afraid of fat people.
Being fat.
I'm afraid of getting fat again, but that's like my own personal issues. Like I'm not afraid of other fat people.
That's probably only like one definition of the word fat phobic. Like there are probably multiple, but I do think like afraid of being fat.
It's different, but that's not what they mean when they say fat phobic or like homophobic. I'm not afraid of being gay.
Well, maybe it could also mean that.
Yeah, but I don't like them adding phobic at the end when they're trying to say like you hate fat and you hate gay people, right?
Oh, okay. So this is a larger referendum.
It's a larger issue
on the on phobia.
Just something I've been thinking about. Like, I don't think homophobic people are afraid of gay people. I think they hate gay people. So it should be like homo hatred. Something, I don't know. I'm just throwing it out. Like, I think it's a flawed like linguistic system. But what do I know? I failed linguistics in college.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. I think it's a lot to take on.
But yeah. All that to say, I'm not getting an apology.
And you're not fat hatred?
No, oh my God.
Okay.
That would be a self-hating fatty. I don't hate fat people at all. I personally don't want to be fat. And I would argue like a lot of fat people don't want to be fat. That's why Ozempic has been such a fabulous thing. But it clashes with the body positivity movement because when you're overweight, you're like, you kind of have no choice. Like you want to be happy, you got to be body positive. Mm-hmm. But then this thing came that was like, oh, you actually don't have to be fat anymore. And we were like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll take that, please. So it was like, where does body positivity go in the age of Ozempic? If I was in college, I'd be writing a paper on it.
Interesting. And would you tap Serena Williams?
Actually, yeah, she's quite relevant to the conversation now. No, but I would cite myself. Like I would be the subject of my own dissertation because I am like nobody was more positive than me.
I think that's a conflict of interest. I could write the paper on you.
Yeah, but I can't trust you to be completely unbiased.
Why?
You're my sister. You're my sister.
I know. I'll just be like, she was beautiful at every size.
Yeah, like
she was always so amazing.
I need someone driven by data.
Emily Oster should write a study about you.
Well, I did DM her and I wanted to ask, like, how do we get like an actual study on Ozempic and breast milk like up and running? Because do they need money? What do they need? I'll support.
You need to talk to who does studies.
Dr. Easy.
Yeah.
She did a study on Ozempic, but not about like maternity.
But, like, she knows how to run a study on Ozempic.
Yeah,
like
it's actually so true.
And then you could say like, I volunteer as tribute for the study.
Yeah,
You're donating your body to science.
Yeah, Jane Doe.
So that's something. But by the time you get all of that done, like Ruby will be 12.
I'll be done breastfeeding. I'll be a grandmother. Yeah.
Ruby will be 12.
Literally.
And you will already be back on Ozempic.
Now, I might just be saying this because I'm eager to get to Queenie and Weenie, but I do feel like it's time.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's actually always time. Do you know what I mean?
It's beautiful, yeah.
Like, when we started the show, we would literally say good morning, millennials, and jump right into the first story.
We would be crazy if we went like 5 minutes of just like chit chat.
It was unheard of. We didn't even know that was an option. And I will credit, when I think about the genesis, Toast at a Glance, if I might.
Of course, please, it's that time.
I really think like the move, like me moving, made for like so much more like for us to need to catch up on.
I will say you moving, I thought was going to be like the absolute end of my career. Like I was really thinking about going back to school and like getting a graduate degree. Having said that, now in hindsight, it's funny how God works. It was the greatest thing that ever happened. It really forced us, one, to up our game in terms of tech. And I know a lot of people remote podcasts, and absolutely, there's not one person on the planet that does it better than us. Like we have the absolute best setup. You cannot convince me otherwise. And two, yeah, we had to like work harder at keeping up with one another. It forced our show to like evolve. I completely agree. Thank you so much for moving.
We had like really separate lives. Whereas like we used to, when we were in the city, like do the show.
Live on top of each other.
Me and you go to lunch. Go home, like, I don't know, go to the gym and like watch TV. Like there wasn't that much like living separately that happened. So what are we going to catch up about? Like now I have so much to tell my Koji.
1,000%.
So necessity is the mother of invention.
Slay.
All is to say, we could start the stories whenever we want because that's what we used to do.
And we're also like adults who are, what is this from? We're adults with no children. We have the luxury to design our own lives. Well, we have the luxury to design our own show.
What's that from? Sex and the City?
Yeah, when Big doesn't want to live with her anymore, even though they're literally married, and she like is telling everyone we have the luxury to design our own lives. It's like, okay, just your husband hates you. It's fine.
It happens.
Listen, we've all been there.
Well, now without further ado, it is time for the Fast 5 stories that you need to know.
And the Fast 5 stories that you need to know are brought to you by Built Rewards. If you, like me, pay rent every month without earning anything in return, please allow me to introduce you to Built. It's the rewards program designed for renters who want to earn something for their largest monthly expense. So let me explain. When you pay rent through Built, you're going to earn flexible points that you can then redeem towards hundreds of hotels, airlines. You could redeem it towards a future rent payment, your next Lyft ride, and more. I have been a Built Rewards member, not to be obnoxious, for like 3 years, and I've gotten so many people hooked on Built. It doesn't stop there. Built is about making your entire neighborhood more rewarding. So you can dine out at your favorite local restaurants, earn more points. You can get VIP treatment at certain fitness studios, enjoy exclusive experiences just for Built members every single month. They're basically turning your monthly expense into an opportunity to earn rewards and discover the best that your neighborhood has to offer. So it's your rent finally working for you. I feel like forever there's been so many amazing things about renting. I love renting, but the annoying thing is every month it does feel like you're lighting money on fire. You don't really like put it towards anything. You don't earn anything back. And Built is changing that. You can earn points on rent and around your neighborhood, wherever you call home, by going to joinbuilt.com/toast. There's literally anybody who rents can do it. So the website is joinbilt.com/toast. Make sure to use that link so they know that we sent you. It's joinbuilt.com/toast. Built is spelled BILT. Today's episode is also brought to you by Purely Elizabeth. Purely Elizabeth makes delicious granolas, oatmeals, and cereals intentionally crafted with superfood ingredients like ancient grains, nuts, and seeds, and irresistible taste. They're certified gluten-free and non-GMO. They also have plenty of vegan and keto-friendly options. Purely Elizabeth is a woman-owned certified B Corp, and it's pargy. I got Ben hooked on it. Ben is so particular about what we keep in the house, and he like doesn't take recommendations from me. I feel like he doesn't think I'm like a serious person. But we were grocery shopping at Whole Foods, and they had Purely Elizabeth, and I was like, actually, you know, they're a toast sponsor. Their granola is amazing. He bought one. I think he bought the blueberry flavor. Oh, he's obsessed. And now he'll like act like he made it up. You know, like you heard about it on The Good Guys or something. So Elizabeth herself, her journey started in the kitchen. She wanted to create obsession-worthy foods that are full of better-for-you ingredients and have a culinary taste. So she created a delicious granola with crunchy clusters, ancient grains, and superfood. She herself is a certified holistic nutritional counselor and health coach, and she settles for nothing less than delicious. So we love that Purely Elizabeth products are made with ancient grains, superfood seeds, and they contain no artificial flavors. Their products are certified gluten-free. They have plenty of non-GMO, vegan, and keto-friendly options. And they have a ton of granola flavors to choose from, like chocolate sea salt. Oh, blueberry hemp. That's the one Ben is obsessed with. Blueberry hemp, vanilla almond butter, and the original ancient grain granola. So organic oats and nutritious ancient grains and superfood ingredients like chia, quinoa, and amaranth. It's certified USDA organic, gluten-free, vegan, non-GMO. Visit purelyelizabeth.com. Use our code TOAST at checkout for 20% off. Purely Elizabeth, that's code TOAST at checkout for 20% off. Purely Elizabeth. Taste the obsession. Today's episode is also brought to you by Nutrafol, the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand. They're trusted by over 1.5 million people. You can feel great about what you're putting into your body since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF Contents Certified, the gold standard and third-party certification for supplements. So you've probably seen a ton of ads for hair growth products and thought, sure, that probably doesn't work. But Nutrafol is not like the rest of them. It is physician formulated, is clinically tested, and dermatologists recommend it. So if you're dealing with hair issues like thinning or shedding, but you feel stuck on what to try next, try Nutrafol. There are so many products out there. It's hard to know which ones are actually going to do anything. And that's why we love Nutrafol. So many supplements rely on ingredient studies. Nutrafol clinically tests their final formulations. It ensures their efficacy using a wide variety of measurement tools. Adding it into your routine is super simple. You purchase it online. There's no prescription required, and the deliveries are automated, so it keeps you on track with free shipping. So see thicker, stronger, faster-growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off their first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com, enter our promo code TheToast. So find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com. That's Nutrafol.com. Promo code THETOAST. That's Nutrafol.com. Promo code THETOAST. THETOAST.
Thank you, the Turt.
You're welcome.
Our first story is some royal news, some two-pronged royal news, and not about the usual suspects.
The wig?
Well, yes, the usual suspects being Harry and Meghan. This is about Kate and William.
Oh, right.
Kate and William are making news separately and together. First, Kate showed off her shocking blonde hair transformation, which usually haircuts and hairstyle changes are not news here at The Toast. But Kate Middleton, the iconic
is the exception.
brunette, is now rocking a blonde look.
And I got tagged in this a million times. People wanting my take, like, turdy. And one thing you're not going to catch me doing is talking about the hair of a woman who just had cancer. Like, is it a way? I don't give a fuck. Like, she's expressing herself through hair. She just had fucking cancer. Don't ask me for my take on this. I don't have one. Like, do you, boo? Do you?
Oh, for sure, do you? But like, she's such a steady and a constant, and such a.
It's so true. Like, stable.
You know, Queen Elizabeth never showed up with blue hair,
a perm,
right? Like, so it's.
I could see though Elizabeth with blue hair. Like,
I'm sure she was itching her whole career.
Totally. It's like the one thing she couldn't do as queen.
Yeah. So it's like really, it's not even just about the physical transformation. It's about like what it means that she's just like kind of going crazy.
And I think that's like what happens. I wouldn't know, but I think like when you have cancer, like you deal with something so serious, everything else just sort of falls to the wayside. Like the rigidities of life. And even if, the future Queen of England, like this is her, for lack of a better word, like letting her hair down and just like fucking around. And I feel like there might have been a time where she would have absolutely never done this, been experimental, especially her hair is her thing. But I think when you just go to the edge of a cliff, like you have cancer, like it puts everything in perspective. You're just like, fuck it. What if I just wore a blonde wig?
Maybe she's always like had the itch to go blonde, but like knew that was a bridge too far for the royal family and for her position. And now like this is a good time to try it out.
What if you just fucked around with your hair? Like, I love it. Now, it's not platinum blonde if you haven't seen the photo. It's like a dirty blonde. It's very light brown.
However, it is very surprising considering.
Yes, it's a huge shift.
We've only
monumental.
ever known her to be a brunette. Like when I saw these pictures, I was like, I thought it was AI. AI. I was like, I ignored it the first time. I was like, what are people doing?
Yeah, that is a really tough part of this job, not to make like everybody feel bad for me, but I am constantly, and I'm a very savvy internet user, I'm constantly getting hoodwinked by AI. Like that picture of the Pope in the puffer jacket, I only found out like 2 years later that was fake.
Yeah.
It happens to me all the time.
Yeah. But most AI, like, you could tell.
No, it's getting better.
The sixth finger, the three
legs.
Yes.
Yes. But these days it's getting a lot smarter, which I think is like kind of the dangers of AI. They're outsmarting humans.
They are.
Although I cannot stress enough, when I'm talking about the dangers of AI, just know I'm never talking about ChatGPT. I believe it was on this here program that I signed up for the premium plan, and it is the best money. Literally, ChatGPT is raising Ruby. We're like attempting to sleep/nap train Ruby right now, like with ChatGPT. It's the most amazing thing.
Ben's actually done something really smart, which is that he has started his sourdough journey in partnership with ChatGPT.
Yep.
And it's brilliant because sourdough is so scientific.
Yep.
That I'm actually going to ask Chat today. I'm going to give them my measurements, which is what I did in the Hamptons. I'm going to say, like, I'm making a loaf, 330 grams, water, blah, blah, blah. How long should it ferment for? And I'm in South Florida. I keep my house at 69 degrees. Right. How long should it ferment for? And what should my cook time be? Because I don't think my cook time is perfect.
We used ChatGPT last night because like 2 nights ago, Ben made me like an amazing dinner and I wanted the same thing, but like in a different font. And so we said, like, I made my wife amazing chicken parmesan spaghetti 2 nights ago. What should I make her tonight that's like a similar vibe? And we had something quite similar.
Are you going to tell us or are you going to gatekeep?
It was like an Italian seasoning chicken cutlet. I don't know like exactly what it was. I feel like some people would say it was like chicken Milanese, but it wasn't.
Paillard?
It was somewhere between like a schnitzel and a chicken Milanese, like Turdy's version.
With sauce?
No. Just like a chicken cutlet. And then we had this like garlic lemon spaghetti. It was so good.
You love GLS.
I love Ben makes this like garlic parmesan lettuce. I'm cracking up.
Certainly not.
Garlic parmesan buttery noodle type thing. It's fucking amazing. I'll have him make a video on it.
Ooh, thanks.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Also, Prince William did Eugene Levy's Apple TV show called The Reluctant Traveler.
Really?
Two of them are like cracking jokes on this new show of Eugene Levy's.
Do you think that William and Kate watch Schitt's Creek?
I think everyone.
Oh, I forget
watches.
that Canada is like a part of the Commonwealth, right?
Yeah, I think everyone watches and loves Schitt's Creek. Any
Yeah.
like TV watcher, and I think they watch TV. They're like holed up all day in the castle.
What? Literally, if they don't, I mean, on The Crown, they're always fucking watching TV.
Yeah. I think they would watch Schitt's Creek.
I think they would too, especially because the Levys are kind of the pride and joy of Canada. They're the most famous people in Canada besides like Justin Bieber, and he doesn't even live there anymore.
Yeah. So I think he's definitely a fan. I mean, we could probably watch the episode and find out these simple questions.
No.
You know, if I'm somewhere where it's playing, like I would watch this. But
Speaking of Apple TV shows, they either came out or announced, or we got the artwork. They're doing like the Office spinoff called The Paper.
Okay.
And they're putting so much money behind it. It looks so bad. I just know in like 2 years from now, we're gonna like it's gonna be completely erased from everyone's consciousness. Like, but in this moment, I'm seeing it it's on every bus in the city. It's on every bus stop. It's all over like the billboards and shit. And I just know nobody's gonna watch it. I know it's gonna be terrible, and I just know we're all gonna forget about it.
I'll have to see if Zach is interested in watching it, and then I should make him
because he loves The Office.
He loves The Office, but I don't really want to send him back there. Like, I haven't seen The Office on my televisions in like a year.
And I'm at a place now with Apple TV Plus where when the new season of Your Friends and Neighbors comes, that's when I'll be renewing my subscription. Like, I used to watch Ted Lasso, cancel it. Apple TV is not something I need to be subscribed to year round. It's not fiscally responsible. Like Netflix, Hulu, like they've got a bunch of stuff. But I'm really only ever watching one show on Apple TV. So once the season's over, like I gotta cancel it.
They shouldn't really make it a la carte, and then you should be able to buy episodes like the iTunes store.
Like Prime.
iTunes.
No, but Prime slays. Like you can subscribe to Prime and watch like a bunch of shit for free. Or if you're not subscribed, like buy it. Sure. Or rent it even.
Yeah.
I like options. I actually canceled my Peacock this morning since Love Island USA is
That's crazy.
no longer. And I don't watch a lot of Peacock.
Peacock is a good one. But I like to also, you're like, if I'm not watching, and you don't mind like logging in and out a million times. Like,
No, I don't.
No, not only do I never want to log in again, I also I want to let you know that I support you. And if I do ever cancel, like it means something. Like you should.
Oh, okay, Karen. Yeah, you're giving Karen energy.
Look into that. You know, I'm not just like, I really don't cancel willy-nilly. So when I cancel, you're canceled.
I don't know. These subscriptions are really adding up. It used to be like $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8. Now, this Peacock I canceled because I didn't want to like pay for commercials with Love Island. $17 a month. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's really nuts.
Yeah, and you pay for cable.
YouTube TV.
Oh, okay. So you're saving.
Yeah, no, but then I also just bought ESPN Plus so I could watch my doubles partners. By the way,
now you can cancel.
Note to self, cancel that.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, it was still because it's a part of like a bundle. I don't need a bundle. I just needed ESPN. They make it so hard.
No, I'm sorry. No.
Yeah.
No. That's too much. That's a bridge too far.
Well, love to see William taking after the great Queen Elizabeth. She would every now and then dip her toe in. You know, she was in Bond, right? She was in Paddington. You know, British things.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, super cute. Are you ready for our next story?
Yeah.
Little booze news. The Kelce brothers' garage beer has scored a $200 million touchdown despite an industry-wide booze slump. So garage beer, which is a light beer maker backed by the Kelce brethren, is now worth roughly $200 million following a funding round as it has skirted a broader decline in sales across the industry, according to a report. So first of all, their investors...
It's misleading. It's misleading. It sounded like their beer got bought for $200 million. No, and that's not the case.
They just raised $200 million.
So when you raise money for a brand, it's like that's the value of the brand, like according to numbers. But that doesn't mean like, you know what I mean? So it's misleading. I thought when I first read it that they were
like another $100 million
sold.
for each brother now.
Right, because they just made $100 million from the podcast deal, like they're crushing it. They didn't sell their beer company for $200 million. They're investors in a beer company that is now raising money at a $200 million valuation. But that could go down, that could go up. Like it's not right. It's not real.
Like they're investors in a beer company that's not their beer company. Like there are other investors.
Yeah.
So their investment is doing well, is the news.
Yeah, and I also don't know how this company could be doing so well because I've quite literally never heard of it unless he's drinking it. I had heard of it because he's like drinks it on the podcast sometimes, and I see him do like little Instagram things. But other than that, I've never actually seen one out in the wild.
And I have to say, I do think people are investing in them.
1,000%. I mean, they're the cereal guys. They are so brand safe right now because they're like family guys. Yeah, they're like the new Wheaties. Like they're the General Mills. They have a huge contract with General Mills, both of them.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like OG, like athletes on cereal.
I don't look at the
that's
cereal
like a thing.
aisle.
Oh
sugar.
yeah, she just has her organic Purely Elizabeth. It's true.
It's true.
Well, I like Purely Elizabeth, but I also love sugary cereal.
I would like a little Purely Kelce.
Yeah, that's up next.
Yeah, for sure.
And they have so many brand deals. Like when you watch a football game, Travis is on every commercial. State Farm, Subway,
Pfizer.
Yes, Mr. Pfizer.
Is he still doing Pfizer commercials like this
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Did anybody watch the game last night?
I didn't, but I saw there was drama.
My husband went out with friends to watch, and so I put on my Cowboys Abercrombie outfit today, having no clue if they won or lost.
I'm dying to know. I was going to say, who won? I feel like
sure.
the Cowboys lost.
Yeah, the Cowboys lost. Of course they lost. Not only
That's just like so their vibe.
Not only is that what they do, the Eagles
They
are
lost.
the best team in the league.
They lost. They only lost by 4. Slay.
Oh, that's pretty good. The Cowboys.
Oh, we're
will have
so
their
back.
time.
We're so back to talking about football.
Yeah. So, how did that last night's game come up?
Garage beer.
No. Like one. Step
Kelsey's. I said when you watch a commercial.
Oh yeah, like last night's like the games. I wonder if like the Pfizer commercials are playing again this year. That's what I was going to say.
I think they record new commercials.
Ooh, exciting!
For every season.
A new angle of his arm.
With the Band-Aid.
Oh, cackling.
I think there are more. I can't remember, but I remember last season being like stunned at how many commercials he was in for the biggest brands in the world. He's raking it in.
Yeah, I mean, he's so brand safe, so beloved. I mean, he gets all of Taylor's love, and he can go. He can go and like capitalize on all of it. She can't because like
there's no brand out there that could afford her.
And
literally, like
she's not going to be hawking a million brand deals. Like that's just not what an
no.
artist does. But him.
Although we all remember the Diet Coke era.
Yeah, but like that's what you can have like one or two like major brands but you can't just be like taking every job.
No, she was AT&T and Diet Coke for a while. I'm like, that's literally it.
Capital One.
Oh yeah. Don't forget the Capital One year.
DirecTV.
That was a part of AT&T. I believe they're like
Brethren.
syndicates. Yeah.
Cute. Well, anyways, Mazel's to Garage Beer.
Yeah.
I love your beer, Spritz.
If you're going to keep saying that, you're going to have to explain why.
I'll tell the story. So when we were over the summer, Spritz turned 4, which, by the way, major milestone. Happy birthday to
Not
Spritz.
as major as 200 million.
Not as major as 200 million. Just like a small milestone that we were celebrating with a little cute video. Ben and Zach got
we made like a cake.
Yeah, then like Ben put his face in the cake, but it was a really big cake, so there was like parts of cake that weren't faced. And Harry actually had gone out and helped Zach get the cake, so he like was expecting a piece.
Of course.
So he got his piece of cake. And I was just like taking a video of him because he was like saying happy birthday. I was like, say happy birthday, Spritz. He was like, happy birthday, Spritz. I love your cake, Spritz.
I'm sick. I do love your cake. It was delicious. It was a Carvel.
It was not Carvel.
Oh, no, it was a sheet cake from the grocery store.
It was
even
like
better.
cake.
Yeah, it was like a yellow sheet cake from King Cullen.
Yeah. And he loved your cake, Spritz.
I love your cake, Spritz. It was so cute.
It was really cute. Oh, are you ready for our next story?
Yeah.
The White Lotus season 4 location has reportedly been revealed. Have you seen this?
France.
Bonjour, White Lotus. White Lotus has reportedly picked a setting for the upcoming 4th season of the anthology series. I just feel like when you say France, like there are so many different ways.
Of course, this gives me no clarity. Is it Paris?
South of
French
France?
Riviera? South of France, right? I feel like South of France is a little too similar to the Meghan Fahey,
Italy?
like Italians. Yeah. Because it's very similar vibes. Is it Nice? Like, where is it?
Right. So we know that White Lotus usually films at 4 seasons. There are 3 4 seasons in France. The well-known Grand Hotel du Cap Ferrat. So that's south of France. That's French Riviera. Then the Megevii in the Alps, Ooh, I think Alps. Why do I feel like they told
because again,
us,
even Hotel du Cap, it's too similar.
No, but they told us something that like makes me feel like it's
They said they would never do cold, right?
No, I feel like they said we're doing cold. Something like that.
Or I think we said that.
And then the Hotel George V, located in Paris.
Right. I can't see them doing something urban, like in a city. It's the whole point is that it's like kind of secluded.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of am Team Alps.
We had said that it would be great if they did a skiing one. And then I believe this location scout did an interview and said we would never do something cold.
Well, they definitely said something about the cold.
They did. And if I'm remembering correctly, it was like, no.
Should I attempt to look it up? Like, I don't even know what keywords I would
Let
search.
me ask chat.
Yeah. Yes, chat.
Has anyone from the White Lotus made comments about filming in cold climates, ?
But we need a chalet. That's what we need to switch it up.
Yeah, Jackie, we said all of this, like Aspen even, or like
I
something
can't remember
really.
if it was just us speaking.
I think we said like Geneva, you know?
Geneva.
No, not Geneva, Gestad.
Gestad. Or Courchevel.
There are so many party places. You know, sometimes chat like says that they need a minute. Do you know what I mean?
I actually had an experience with chat where they were so wrong about something.
It says it's searching for Bill Simmons podcast quotes. Yeah, I think like they went on a podcast.
Okay.
Just like at this point, chat is not saving me time.
Interesting.
And after I gassed up chat like so hard, not 10 minutes ago, it's gonna get me the answer. It just needs like 30 seconds.
Well, in the meantime, those are our 3 options. Exciting. Looking forward to casting.
I think we can rule out Paris.
I don't think we can.
Really?
I don't think we can. Like, even when they were, where were they just?
Thailand.
They went into town a lot.
Okay, but it was a town, like a small village.
Yeah, but like it was like city, and then he went to Bangkok, remember? Walter?
It's actually really crazy that chat like doesn't have the answer for me. Oh, here. David Bernard, the executive producer, bluntly stated that viewers should not expect the show to ever be set in cold weather. He elaborated on that point, noting that Mike White hates the cold. Bernard himself said he'd be surprised if there were ever a cold weather season. A separate report reinforced that filming in a freezing temperature would be logistically difficult, adding that would-be cold settings aren't realistic for the series given the production demands. Producer Bernard also doubled down, joking he'd bet $100,000 we don't end up in the cold.
I feel like that's what you say when you're going to the cold.
1,000%. Throw off the scent.
Okay. I guess we'll wait and see.
I just want to say, and like, not to just be like a niche beginner complainer, but like my coccydynia has never been worse.
Okay.
So if you see me on YouTube just like wincing, ignore me. I'm fine.
Okay. Let's do our next story, shall we?
What number is it?
4.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber releases Swag 2 after like 12 hours of promotion featuring Tems, Bakar, and Hurricane Chris, who are 3 of my favorite artists. So this was very exciting for me.
Funny. Literally funny.
Less than 24 hours after announcing the project, Justin has released Swag 2, the follow-up to his surprise album that dropped similarly with little warning in July. The new album has 23 songs on the record with guest appearances. The album arrived after its promised release time of midnight, appearing first on YouTube Music before other streaming services. So Justin Bieber's working.
In the words of great Wendy Williams, clap if you care.
Well, I don't care about his music. No shade to him. Like, I've never like been huge on his music.
A believer.
And I wanted to ask you, like, how did Swag 1 do? Like, I've seen that people like use the sounds a little bit on
just that one. Honey, I get it, I get it, I get
Daisies.
it. I like that song. The way you got me all in my head.
And then also, that's my baby. She's iconic.
I think that's the same song. Oh my God, that is not how it goes. That's my baby. She's iconic. iPhone case, lip gloss on it. How did Justin Bieber's most recent album, Swag, perform? I have to say, I've seen a lot of people like talking also about it launched strongly with 163,000 album equivalent units in the US, 200 million on-demand streams. It's his biggest streaming debut to date, plus about $6,000 in pure sales. I mean, 6,000 pure sales. It's actually crazy that like album purchase numbers are so low.
Yeah. Okay. So I would say that is good, especially because when he dropped Swag 1, I was like, is this just like, an album, like a fart of an album where it's just like a.
Right. Pee pee poo poo.
Pee pee poo poo. We need like a name for that. Like Kanye dropped a bunch of those albums at some point, like
pee pee poo poo.
Pee pee poo poo albums.
And he had a song literally called like pee pee poo poo.
It's like not real music. It's like not.
So it's like when a crazy person like just puts together some shit. It's called pee pee poo poo.
But Swag 1 was not pee pee poo poo after all.
No, it wasn't. But the marketing was giving potential to be pee pee poo poo.
Yeah, as was his behavior.
Correct. Well, often when you get a pee pee poo poo song, there's also pee pee poo poo behavior preceding it.
Behind it, of course. You don't just like launch that as a Sound of Mind person.
Now, I saw like Jelena crazies being like, it's crazy that Justin would launch an album on the day that Rhode launched in Sephora. So yesterday was a huge day for Hailey. And it was announced a little while ago that Rhode was going to be in Sephora. And it's very rare that Sephora doesn't carry a brand that like they own part of. They own part of so many brands. They own part of Rare Beauty. They own part of Makeup by Mario. Like literally, unless they have a vested interest or you're like Dior, it's really hard to get into Sephora. Ulta carries like literally everything, shit on a stick. They carry everything. So it was a really big deal. And it launched actually in physical stores yesterday. So it was a big day for Hailey. She had a big launch party. And Justin also announced his album. And I saw like crazy Hailey haters like going off about it. And it was like the first time I was ever like kind of agreeing with them.
Oh, that's so funny. It's one of the times where I don't agree. I feel like it's great to be in Sephora, proud of Hailey. I feel like Hailey has a lot of big days these days.
It's true.
And there's only so many Fridays where you can like launch an album. And I think when you're just like having a lot of success, like your success will collide sometimes. And that's a beautiful thing.
I also think that Hailey doesn't give a fuck because she's a billionaire now. And like, not to be rude, like she's not threatened. Right. She's officially like the bigger success in the relationship.
Than Justin. Yeah. And it's like, you want to act out? Okay.
It would be like seriously like Ben doing a podcast episode on the day of the toast. It's like, sure, have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree. But also, you can make the argument that like rising tides raise all ships. Like when people are talking about Justin's new music, that's good for Hailey. Like that they're, I don't know, a team. Maybe they're a team.
I was thinking that, and I was thinking that would make even more sense if he did like a little pop-up performance thing at her party last night, but he didn't.
Yeah.
That would have been like good synergy because it would have been huge for the album, but huge for Rhode.
So you're saying if they're a team, we need to see some teamwork.
Is that crazy of me?
No. I think that's good. I hope to see some teamwork. But I will say that this did not raise a red flag for me where other things have.
I just want to say I'm harboring a secret, a terrible secret.
What'd you do?
Okay. When we were in the Hamptons, I ran out of my Rhode milk glazing milk.
You
my
stole
favorite. No. It's nothing to do with you. But I did steal.
From Sachi?
Okay. No. Even worse.
From Ulta?
From Hailey Bieber.
Huh.
So I ran out of my Rhode glazing milk, my favorite product. I placed an order on Rhode.com. It literally arrived in 3 days. And I like kept checking the porch and it wasn't there. And so I was like being a Karen, but I emailed customer service. I'm like, hi. Like you said it's here, but it's not. Like, I'm really sorry. Can I get another one? Like I still need it. And they had amazing customer service, I have to say. They were like, absolutely, new one. And I had it shipped to the city. I was going to be back in the city next week and I didn't want to deal like suburban porch. Maybe somebody stole it. I don't know.
Porch pirate? You thought you were
correct.
The victim?
A couple of days later, we're like leaving the Hamptons and we're like cleaning the house. It's the end of season and I'm on the back porch cleaning, taking some trash out. And what do I see on the back porch? I see my Rhode. There were actually a couple of packages that had accrued there all summer. That's why you got some Dreamland Baby pajamas.
Yeah, I was looking for them. They kept saying they were delivered. And I was like, I'm at the front door.
Right. That's exactly what happened to my Rhode. And I believe both were delivered by DHL. And the DHL man obviously was like crazy. Who delivers to the back porch? Like, who even goes to look for mail on the back porch? No, but like FedEx, UPS, everybody goes to the front porch. So I didn't tell Rhode because they had already sent the replacements. Right. Like I got 2. It was totally innocent.
Yeah. I think it's
like, am I going to go to jail?
It's fair because like of all the free marketing you do for Rhode.
It's true. I deserve the extra toner.
You're on their PR list, so like they're happy to give you free stuff.
I know, but I like to support brands. Like, saying, yes.
Like, so the idea that you got something free from Rhode, well, they love to give you free from Rhode.
Yeah.
So,
and I just want to say, now that they're in Sephora, like I can go out and just get. Up until then, I had to order online. So I'm thrilled that they're in Sephora because now I don't have to deal with, front porch trauma.
yeah. I had a similar.
I'm sorry,
I had
Haley.
a similar experience one time.
What?
But like I've made I didn't do anything wrong like yet. Okay, so
I'm excited.
I love Maybe, Molly May's brand.
Oh, you're stealing from a small company.
No, wait. So I guess at one point I ordered like 2 orders in 1 week. One was for like a brown set, and I guess I got 2 pairs of brown pants, also different brown pants, and I forgot about that. So when I opened my package expecting my brown set, there was 2.
They only sent you pants.
Brown pants. I said, "Excuse me." This is preposterous.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't get my shirt, whatever. And they issued me a credit gift card to use to like place my order right, so that they didn't send me anything, but they sent me the gift card for the amount that I had spent. And then like the next day, like my set came, and I was like,
the set arrived.
I ordered all of these things. That's on me.
Yeah. I
never used the gift card credit that they sent.
Okay.
Me. I just wasted someone's time and made them feel like they did something wrong.
That's almost worse.
Like made them feel like they were a bad brand. Maybe I stressed out Molly that day. Like imagine some American girl got 2 pants.
Yeah. And now the company's bankrupt because literally like shipping will bankrupt a company.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, I think that was before tariffs anyway. So because the last time I ordered from Maybe, they were holding up my DHL. They were like, you have to pay this amount. I'm like, what do you mean? Like you can't just
I just want to say
fleece me.
I love Road, but like DHL, I'm sorry. If it's not FedEx or UPS, like scram. If a DHL van, like if I lived in a house and I saw like the DHL van pull up, I'd be like, oh my God, they're coming for me. Like DHL is so crazy.
No, for me, I will go DHL for Maybe and for Farfetch.
No, I don't fuck with DHL at all.
I understand. And their way bills.
All that to say, I'm really sorry, Haley. I'll Venmo you. It's like $34.
I'm sorry, Molly, if I made you feel like your business wasn't up to snuff. You guys like did exactly what I asked you to do. And I never used the credit.
I feel better.
I feel worse.
When I saw the Road milk on the back porch, I was like, fuck.
I feel like that happens all the time, especially like on the other side of it. We get so much like merch stuff.
Right.
Like this. Do you remember, where was this story? I forget whether someone posted it, that they ordered a sweatshirt. It never came. They like banged down our door. I think they sent them a replacement because it never came. And then like a few months later, she saw her neighbor wearing the sweatshirt. So like it was
NFL chili season. This girl made a TikTok. She was like, I bought the NFL chili season merch from Toast and it never arrived. So I asked customer service and they gave me my money back. No, we didn't have any more. So she just got her money back.
It was
and she was
a
like,
limited drop. So also the neighbor couldn't have bought it like
she was like, I was so upset. And then like a few months later, I see my neighbor walking her dog wearing NFL chili season. It obviously just got like shipped to her.
Right. And like on our end, we're like, sweatshirts aren't making it to their destination.
So funny. Listen, being business owners, this is what we were saying yesterday, being in the apparel industry, it's tough.
Yeah. It's very full circle, you know? It happens on both sides. We understand.
It does.
We understand.
Big and small.
Our 5th and final story. Are you ready for it?
If it's our 5th and final story, that's brought to you by Cakes.
Yes.
Cakes is a toaster-owned brand, also a sister-owned brand, which we love. Founded by sisters Taylor and Casey in 2022. You probably might recognize them from their stint on Shark Tank.
Oh, yes.
So it's their first solution. It was designed in response to an embarrassing case of nipple freakout next to a boss at the gym because the shitty foam sports bra pads fell out. Well, they launched their company with $100,000, no social media followers, and a single Instagram post and prayed that their friends might buy Cakes. Well, Cakes covers quickly went viral when women from every stage of life, girls going through puberty, breastfeeding moms, women going through mastectomies, all shared that Cakes made them feel flattered and free in their clothing. So Sticky Cakes are comfortable, seamless, adhesive nipple covers that can be worn with every outfit. Sticky Cakes are amazing for 2 reasons. One, they're super seamless. Their large size and shape range ensures seamless coverage that all boobs, sizes, and shapes will be covered, literally. So from Cakes Itty Bitty to Cakes Plus, even Cakes Triangles, they work great for teardrop shaped girls as well. The other reason they're amazing is because they're really gentle. So the adhesive-free, non-sticky center that we call the nip hook to protect the sensitive nipple area. So you get secure coverage without ripping your nipples off. It's dermatologist tested and approved. It's safe for skin. In this era of my life, like my boobs, my nipples are constantly changing. And I like that Cakes covers all different sizes of nipples. They're breastfeeding friendly. They value just like comfort, but also seamlessness. It's like, what's more embarrassing than like having your actual sticky show? The company has donated over $1 million to women's health causes and fully funded childcare for all their employees, which we love. To find out what all the hype is about, go to cakesbody.com. Use code TOAST for 20% off your first order. Today's episode is also brought to you.
I love your cakes, Spritz.
Love. Today's episode is also brought to you by Thrive Market. Jackie, as the official spokesperson for Thrive Market, tell us a little bit about why you love the company and why you love shopping there.
I love the company. I love shopping there. I have a cart that's full right now that I need to press checkout on because I haven't restocked my house yet since I've been home, and I've been really feeling it. They do all the curation for the crunchy moms, the crunchy ladies, like whatever.
Scrunchy too.
Scrunchy.
Do you know scrunchy?
Semi-crunchy?
Yeah, it's like you like live in like the Western world, but you dabble in crunch.
Right, but it's like we all love Annie's cheddar bunnies, you know?
Right. So Thrive Market groceries are high quality, no junk. They filter out over 1,000 sketchy ingredients that are restricted. So if you shop at Thrive Market and you want to get back into full swing, do so now. It helps parents simplify healthy meal prep, snack planning. Your mornings will not feel as chaotic. It's basically all healthy groceries delivered, trusted brands that you love, and worry-free convenience. They also do cleaning supplies, pets, like really anything household they have at Thrive Market. So if you're looking to cut out artificial dyes, processed sugar, seed oils, they have a ton of on-site filters. Their smart tools like the Healthy Swap Scanner make at-home decisions effortless and stress-free. Go to thrivemarket.com/thetoast to get 30% off your first order and a free $60 gift. That's thrivemarket.com/thetoast to get 30% off your first order and a free $60 gift. Thrive Market is just kind of fueling the toast. The toast runs on Thrive.
It really does. Our fifth and final story, Real Housewives of New Jersey has started test filming without Teresa Giudice, is a report.
What?
Yeah, so there are potential new cast members who filmed last week with Margaret Josephs, Dolores Catania, and Melissa Gorga in mid-August. They want to see how the new girls work on camera with some veteran cast members from the show. The Insider added that while Teresa wasn't involved in the test shoot, she, along with friends Jackie Goldschneider and Jen Fessler, are still in consideration to be part of the new season. So I think that whatever they're filming right now isn't even going to be a part of what we see next. They're like really
it's just a test.
Want to see like what dynamic is going to be that. Is it going to be like, you know, the Rationals and the new girls or
the OG Teresa,
the Crazies and the new girls?
The thing that Teresa doesn't have going for her is her allies, right? Like Jackie Goldschneider is not integral to the show, unfortunately. I happen to love Jen Fessler, but like if it's Teresa, Jen, and Jackie versus Margaret, Melissa, and Dolores, those are three heavy hitters versus like Teresa and, you know, two interchangeables. So that doesn't really help Teresa's case, but Teresa's Teresa, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I really don't. I would be shocked if they go forward without her.
I would be shocked too.
But the show does need some shaking up, apparently, even though I feel like enough time has passed. Like,
no, I don't think that it needs shaking up. I think that they will not film.
Right, therefore it needs shaking up.
Right. And who are these new ladies? Do we know anything about them? The thing is, I feel like Jersey does a good job of hiring newbies. I think a lot of franchises hire new people and they have a lot of like one season wonders who come and go and then eventually they find good people. Everyone in Jersey's fucking crazy. And I think it's just ripe with people who would perform well. I can't remember the last time they had just someone come on for one season.
Well, the twins, your favorite.
That was 15 years ago.
Yeah, like Rachel Fuda was a great addition.
Right.
Danielle.
Like people in Jersey just like have a lot of personality, I think. And so I'm not really concerned about them finding new people, but I think the concern is like, how do we move forward with the people that we currently have?
And like blending new people and veterans. They have to have like...
Right, and some veterans refuse to blend, Teresa.
Right. Some veterans refuse to blend.
She just became friends with Jackie Goldschneider, who was a veteran like 6 years ago. We were in the Pink Studio.
Yeah.
She doesn't play well with others. The other girls, Margaret and Melissa, do, and I think that's like to their benefit.
Yeah, they love the new girls, especially if you bring on someone who like they know, which is how they should do it.
They became really good friends with Jackie Goldschneider. Mm-hmm. Not so much anymore since
Rachel
that was that was like the craziest flip in Housewives history. Yeah. Jackie Goldschneider becoming friends with Teresa. Remember the Jackie Goldschneider, Teresa, Gia Giudice doing coke thing?
Yes.
That was that was such a crazy time in Housewives history. I don't think Jersey's at a place where they need to pause as seriously as they are. I think some other franchises are obviously there. I don't think Jersey is. I'm a big, but I'm also just a big Jersey fan.
Well, the pause has been long at this point. So now they're like getting back to work. It'll probably be a while before we get anything on our televisions, but like they are taking on the task. I think it's good that they saw that Roni reboot did not work. Like, because we don't need a reboot.
No, we don't. But I saw that Dolores or somebody, like they held that annual softball game, but I don't think it was filmed. They just like did the charity softball game. And that is my favorite episode of Jersey Housewives. It is the funniest. Agreed. It is hysterical. And the fact that we're not getting it, like that makes me sad. And a lot of the girlies still participated and it was all good for charity, but like we didn't see it.
That's a bummer.
Because it became one of my favorite installations. And that's why like Dolores, she earned her spot.
Now this delay is affecting our lives.
Yeah.
The quality of our lives.
And speaking of the days of our lives, it's time for Queenie and Weenie, which is our final segment of the week, Queenie of the Week and Weenie of the Week. Jackie and I like to give out 2 awards at the end of the week just so we can take a look back at a glance, what went down this week, and deliver 2 awards, Queenie of the Week and Weenie of the Week. They're pretty self-explanatory. If you acted like a Queenie this week, you might be eligible for Queenie of the Week. And if you acted like a major Weenie this week, you might be eligible for Weenie of the Week. Again, it's not that serious. It's a 7-day title. One day you could be Queenie, one day you could be Weenie. If you're a criminal, you're not going to be Weenie. You're obviously just going to be in jail with a Weenie in your mouth. Let's start with Queenie.
As we always do, we start with the positive. My Queenies is a group of people. It might be obvious, but it's just like what I'm feeling in this first week back is the toaster community, including you and I. Like, of course, we're the Queenies.
Yeah, of course, us.
For doing the toast. But the whole community we made it. We made it to this week. Everyone was
supporting women in motherhood.
So supportive. I'm sure for some people it's like hard to not have this part of their routine, and everyone giving us the space that we needed, and we made it back. And like for that, we are all Queenies.
I love that. That's very like teacher of you, but I respect it.
It's just like when I think of the week at a glance, it's the week of the toasters. Like we did it.
I agree. Mine is similar. It's the Spritz Boys.
Oh, that's beautiful.
These 2 college athletes whom I literally made my entire personality this week brought me so much joy. I was on the edge of my seat watching them. I'm looking forward to like, you know, seeing what they do in their illustrious careers. And they were very Queenie-like this week. So the Spritz Boys are my Queenies.
I love that. My Weenies, and the thing is like Weenie's not a harsh enough term here, but I
by the way, I feel like we have the same Weenie.
I need to bring up this situation that has made me see
the nurses.
The nurses made
that's so crazy.
See red this week. I was almost going to make it a story, but then like other stuff came up. But then when I realized today was Queenie and Weenie, I'm like, this is the perfect time to discuss what I saw this week that has just made me so irate.
So this TikTok went viral of a bunch of nurses making content in their practice. It's an OBGYN practice.
It's the
and it went viral.
Clinic in Santa Barbara. I believe it's an urgent care.
So they went viral for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, so they made a video, and how many nurses do I see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there are 2 men and 3 men, 3 women. So this,
and I just want to say the men are even more egregious for participating in this. Like women should know better, but like men, get out of here.
So they made a video saying, "Are patients allowed to leave you guys gifts?" That's what was captioned on the video.
Like a question that they get asked.
And then they each started posing with the sheets, you know, when you let go to the doctor and you lay on the table, they put a fresh sheet down.
It's
for
like,
hygiene.
Plastic.
And then the part where like you would sit where it gets wet, they were posing with like, you know, I guess
wet spots
that women had left
from
their examination.
Pap smear. Yeah.
So of course, like,
so it's like, yeah, we get left gifts, like your liquids. Like that was the joke.
So unfunny, so unethical. Just so
egregious.
Nasty.
Like as if it's not embarrassing enough to have to go to the OBGYN. And I think a lot of women actually don't go because it's so awkward and invasive and you just expect, I'm sorry, there's just no excuse for not having the highest level of maturity, of discretion, of competence. Anything less than that is unacceptable. And this publicly making jokes, I wish
they're like smiling next to the stains or like sticking their tongue out, like just being like so fucking
men participating.
And I just want to say they act like they're not shoving a glob of fucking jelly up your vagina in the examination. It just comes back down.
No, even a perfect vagina, there's liquid.
Yeah, but like
that doesn't mean there's something wrong.
They're showing like a big stain, like they put that in you for the. They act like it just came out of nowhere.
They also put a big metal rod. Like, of course there's going to be stuff.
Yeah, like it's called gravity, my friend.
Now, this is not helping. You know, there's a theory that like all high school bullies become nurses. And this is obviously not helping the theory. And I just want to say, love the nurses. Is it like because nurses like love to get mad. This is not helping the reputation that like all nurses were former school bullies. Just saying.
Yeah, this is really, really, really awful.
I hate every single one of these people who participated. And I really don't know who I'm more disappointed in, like the men or the women. Like the women really should know better about like women's health and how personal it is and how, you know, how caring you need to be,
and also,
right? And
like,
how
practically speaking, okay, so you're saying like we shouldn't leave that there when we go to the doctor, like because we left him a gift that you didn't like,
right?
So I should rip,
right.
I should rip off the paper and like pull it down.
Great,
then,
so you're out of a job.
No, but then it's like when you come in, you don't know that that's clean or dirty. I could have sat there and not left anything. So
then, I'm actually making your job easier by leaving my stain.
Right, so then you're going to do, because I've thought that before. Like, should I like, but then it's like, but then they won't know that this is a dirty one. And then if I put down a new one, you might not know that that's clean. And then you might be wasteful and you might take it off and put another one and would be wasting.
Which would be a greater crime than anything.
This
was
made
so
me
upsetting.
So
and
mad.
I feel like sometimes I see things on the internet that are so upsetting and there's not enough rage and outrage from it. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so different than my fellow man because this makes me so mad. And it's just like people go on with their day. Everyone was so upset by this. They have all been terminated from their positions. I hope they never get another job in healthcare ever again, because I feel like there are a lot of things in this world, like nothing's sacred anymore, right? You know, like, but I do feel like HIPAA is like the one thing teetering holding our society back from the edge. Like we respect HIPAA. You know, celebrities, like they go and have babies all the time and like we don't hear about it. You know, it's really, HIPAA is the one thing we have. And when you cross the HIPAA line, it's like the Scott Disick thing when he was in rehab and they took pictures of him on screenshot on the Zoom. When we don't have HIPAA, we don't have anything.
Yeah. And I imagine that like people who go into medicine like have to follow a code of ethics that if you
HIPAA.
Yeah, and if you don't follow, like there will be consequences. Not just you could get fired from your job, but you could lose your license, you know?
Yeah, it's called HIPAA.
So where does that kick in here?
I believe there has to be an investigation.
Like,
this has become such a big story.
Yeah.
I believe the board is getting involved. I think like I do believe you need a license to nurse. And I think those licenses should be revoked. I'm ready for jail time. Like I'm so mad.
Yeah. I'm so mad. And if anyone here, there's so many of them too. Like,
yeah, it's like not one person was like, damn, this is a bad idea.
And it's not like there's like one bad seat at the practice. It was like everyone there is a horrible person.
Yeah, they all like filmed each other.
Yeah, no, and it's like a big, how many people work here? They just fired everyone. Did they have to close the practice? They don't have staff.
No, like justice for the practice. Like whoever owns the practice, like this is not their fault, but like I would never, ever go to this practice.
Never.
And of all the types of doctor's offices to like have a scandal like this, like I'm sorry, there's not a worse one than an OBGYN. There's just not. Like I wish this happened anywhere else, you know? Actually, I guess like maybe a pediatrician's office would be worse, for sure.
It's just so bad. It made me so mad.
It's actually worse than Weenie of the Week.
I know, but I needed to touch on it.
Agreed. And this was the perfect touch point. I just wanted to say honorable mention to my runner-up for Weenie of the Week, which is the members of Fifth Harmony for being Weenie. Like I wanted to circle, close the circle on that because we talked about it at the beginning of the week.
They would have won, had these doctors not done what they done. The nurses.
Nurses notwithstanding.
Yeah. That would have been classic case.
Yeah. Worth mentioning.
Oh my God. There's like all these screenshots in the art, like these, it makes me so mad to see.
No, me too. It's really, it's disgraceful.
Disgraceful.
And I feel really good about the fact that like everyone was mad about this and there has been so much outrage. And whenever there's outrage, I'm like, oh, people are so annoying.
And I feel really good about the fact that like they are showing you who they are.
Yeah, we have their faces.
It's not like they made this video and they just showed videos of the stains and like not.
Right.
Here.
Faces.
Do you know them? Is that your neighbor?
Yikes.
This one is the craziest. Do you see this one?
The person?
Yeah. With the tongue out.
Ugh.
Koji.
Well.
Koji.
I love your spritz cake. I love you.
I love your cake, Spritz.
Thank you guys so much for listening to The Toast, the Monday Morning Show, where we deliver the fast stories and news to everybody.
Such
Friday
a
on YouTube.
bummer
Subscribe
to
to us on
end
YouTube.
on that. I'm like,
I know. Please feel free to give this video a like, subscribe. You know, we're also available as a podcast and our podcast can be found. So that's Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Radio, iRadio, Castbox, all the places where we visit a podcast. Find us a totally 5-star review about a beautiful setting about how wickedly talented we are.
love ya. Bye.